Hey everyone, what is up? Let's give some people time to hop on here. Okay, I'm live in the Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Sweet. So we have an amazing feature that we've been working really hard on. When I say we, I mean Max. He's been working really hard on this and literally just finished this. It's been weeks in the making. Just finished. You know how that goes. We're going to try it out and you'll let us know what you think. Let me go into it. I've never done screen share on this application, but let's figure it out. Okay, so let me make sure you guys can see this. Awesome. Okay, so this is, I've been hinting toward it, and Max has been telling people that have been nice enough to come into office hours. This is the follow-up cadence being brought within CloseBot and adding smart follow-ups. So let's go through how this works. Making sure I don't have any comments saying people can't hear me. Okay, just making sure I'm good. Okay, so in this example, we have smart follow-ups turned on, and then we have 3 follow-up cadences. We can add another one, we can delete some, making sure to save. We can turn smart follow-ups off. All that is done within your new follow-ups tab. And this is a paid feature, so you have to have a paid CloseBot account, at least at the basic level, to use the follow-ups within here. And this means you no longer have to have the workflows, set up to do follow-ups. Takes it all out of the workflows and makes it way more reliable. So Max, for this example, let's talk a little bit about how this scenario would work.
Okay, so here you have the smart follow-ups on, and then you have your sequence. So
what if I message you and say, hey, I'm unavailable now. I'm in the car. Like, let's chat about it tomorrow instead.
So then that's going to detect a smart follow-up. We detect it similar to the way we do other detections. And you guys will see a tag get added, follow-up to that contact. And it's going to override what you have for your sequence. So that's going to be the priority if you have this turned on. This is an AI detected follow-up. And in this case, they said something about tomorrow. We're going to grab that, add that date, and that's when they're going to follow up with them.
Perfect.
And then in that case,
so it won't do the 5-minute one.
It won't do the 5-minute one until they send that follow-up message the next day. Oh. If they don't respond to that one, then that would trigger your sequence.
Okay, so that would send another follow-up in a day. And then if they don't respond to that one, now we're in this other follow-up sequence.
Yep.
And so they'd get one in 5 minutes and then 10 days.
In this case, yeah.
And then if they respond and we respond, like let's say they did respond to the 10-day one, and then we said, we said something and they didn't respond, then they start back over, right? They'd be in this at this step 1.
Yep, you start at step 1 again. Yeah, so these are your follow-up steps there. So yeah, once the sequence ends, it'll restart. Basically just like you were always restarting your timer when you had it set up in workflows. This is similar. So we're checking what step we're at after the last AI message. And we're also checking, when was that last message? That's where our timer starts, and where are we on our follow-up sequence?
I also want to mention that you can't use these follow-ups if you have a bot that doesn't have objectives. We automatically have it set up so that when the bot is out of objectives, it's not going to do this type of follow-up. It'll still do the smart follow-ups in case, it's completed all of its objectives, but the person says, let's chat again in a couple months. Even if you have all the information, there are no objectives at that point. The bot will still do the follow-up in a couple months. So that's something to keep in mind. No need to do complex things to stop the follow-ups. If it is booked the appointment and that's your last objective, it's not going to be awkward at following up. Something else to keep in mind, the lowest number we allow is a 5-minute follow-up. We see a little text that pops up here.
And then the most is months, right?
The most is months.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't have a limit. I mean, they could say like 36 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go over to the dashboard. Max mentioned that when it detects, he's doing a lot of testing in here. Let me go to where, so when it detects a smart follow-up, he said it adds a tag. This is what he's talking about right here. Does it also add a tag to the contact in high level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So is it AI detected follow-up or just follow-up?
It's just follow up right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to add a tag on the contact follow-up. You can also see it detected smart follow-up here. And that's because they said, can you message me in an hour? Yeah. Okay. Well, let me go in here and I'm going to publish it. So we are going to see this live in our accounts here in a few minutes. Yeah. Max is still doing some testing on things on his end. This has been huge to get live. We're really excited for it. Let me go in to see if we have any comments with questions. Go ahead and post any questions you have in the comments. I'll make sure we get them answered. Okay, and here it goes. It's going to production. And let's confirm. So here it is, follow-ups. Okay, thank you, Jeff. Me a little tip. Need to click refresh to see the comments. It will still work with Instagram and Facebook. It's going to send the message to those channels. We do have an update that Max is going to be working on next, where if it tries to send a follow-up to a channel that doesn't accept it for whatever reason, like live chat, is a max of 15 minutes. Otherwise it times out. It'll automatically try your other channels. So this is automatically going to handle changing over to different channels. And that'll be relatively easy to put in place. So probably early next week that should be launched. Let's see. Looking through the comments here. Sweet. Okay, cool. Well, that is live in there. We're going to continue to monitor things on our end and make sure that this is operating smoothly for everyone. But go have fun, test it out. Again, this is not available if you have a free Closebot account. You have to have some kind of paid Closebot account to use this feature. Okay. Thanks, everyone. One sec. I do have someone else. I see it in my account. That's awesome. So this is going to use, for those of you who haven't used our follow-ups before, we have a standard prompt we're using on our end to generate this follow-up. We will probably release the ability with this tab now, the follow-ups tab, to allow you guys to customize the prompting for the follow-up. But for now, it's just our standard follow-up prompting just to try to elicit a response working toward the current objective that the AI is on. Okay, thanks everyone. And I look forward to seeing everyone using this feature. I really think it's going to help with the booking rate, conversion rate, getting those qualified leads. Because as we know, people don't always respond. So it's nice to have a follow-up system in place that's easy to implement.